Welcome back to my vlog, y'all. This is going to be a range test between the jumper T16 with this is a 5 dBi antenna that I got off Amazon, and the internal multi-protocol module on DSMX 11 milliseconds versus my DX6 with a 6 dBi antenna. Even though they both look about the same length, this one on the DX6 is said to be 6 dBi, so it might have a slight advantage. I couldn't use the same antenna because the jumper has a pigtail that has no pin, and the one I got on the DX6 has a pin, so I had to use different antennas. I didn't feel like changing the jumper pigtail because they glued the sucker in there and I didn't want to mess with it. Didn't want to break my brand new radio, so this is what you're getting. Tell me what you think at the end. Yeah, let's get on to it. Oh, where's the quad? I used my rooster with this kind of antenna configuration, which isn't the best. So these antennas don't stick up very high, so could have been better, but they both got the same quad, so I just bound each one to this quad and flew it. So that's the quad I was flying, with some mangled up props too. I did a little freestyle with it at the end. Why not? On 4S. That's the rooster. Alright. We'll do the Spektrum first. No. Doing the jumper first. Jumper first, then the Spektrum. Alright, let's go. Genuine Spektrum race receiver in here. Made the best transmitter module win, I guess. I don't know about best. They're both running DSMX, but yeah. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near what the Spektrum will get. Even if I use a 6 dBi antenna on the Spektrum, it'll go further.
I can't believe you broke my GoPro today. Damn it. Oh. Fuck. Costs me money every time I fly with you.
Hey, I wouldn't be running that Hero 7 in that weak little case. You see what I'm running it in? It never comes out of that.
Well, it never came out of this. It's just, I mean, the impact.
Yeah, but that case doesn't have enough back on it. See, it's got nothing on the back. Mine's got double, and it's got squishy.
Squishy stuff on it?
Yeah, it's got TPU, a little look at it. It's got little channels in there to make it squish. See?
That's, dude, if you felt like I did, you were going to break it anyway.
No. I disagree.
Really?
I will smash that into the ground to prove you wrong. Not right now, but I'm out all my 6-inch.
I got the same motors, but I have Popo motors.
Popo.
Yours don't squeak.
They're pretty worn out.
Mine are 1750.
Those are pretty worn out though. They sound a little dry. I've put a lot of miles on those motors.
These are 6-inch, right?
Yep. See those stiff ass props? Those props are stiff.
I've got a bunch of these. Oh man, these are carbon ones? Holy cow.
Look at that shit.
What does it fly like?
Arming, just gonna go through the trees. Okay, all right, jumper. That was not bad. 10
antenna placement on this rooster is not ideal. I'm going to try to move the antennas to right behind the GoPro so they're sticking up higher. Because when I turned around, I lost signal. But I've had that happen on the Spektrum, so that's pretty good. Here, I'll record my walk back. There's a lot of trees between me and it. I think that was 300 meters or something to that trail from where I'm sitting. I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen. But this is a 5 dBi antenna on the jumper internal multi-module on DSMX, and that was not bad. It was better than I initially got. So yeah, we'll see how far the Spektrum goes and see if I can turn it around with the Spektrum. Then we'll know. I'm gonna use the 6 dBi antenna on the Spektrum because that's all I got. But as you can see, lots of pine trees and underbrush between me and the quad. So many ticks out here, probably. Snakes. Yeah, snakes. Yeah, snakes. Freaking rattlesnakes out here. Oh, FPV is dangerous, y'all. Shit is dangerous. Normally I wouldn't even fly that far. Because I don't want to walk that far. But I think this internal module will work pretty good. It's beautiful. Some beautiful wildflowers. Beautiful wildflowers. My goggles are falling down. Alright, I'm going to do one more with the Spektrum.
Make a video out of this?
Yeah, make a video out of it. Why not?
If anybody wants to see any specific type of range test, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to make that happen. I know most of your typical range test videos are like open field, nothing between the quad and the person, but I never fly in places like that, so this is where I like to do my range tests. I kind of expected the Spektrum to, win this. It had no trouble turning around or going a little bit further than the jumper. But it has a, legit DSMX module in it made by Spektrum, so I'm sure Jumper has to reverse engineer their DSMX protocol, and it has to do every protocol, so it's never gonna go quite as far, I would think. But it did pretty good. It was not a perfect apples to apples comparison. I may go back and change the pigtail on the jumper so I can use the same antenna. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna matter though. I think the Spektrum's still gonna beat it. Oh, that was nice. This is running some old ass Betaflight with a Maytech F405 flight controller. It's got RAID 32 ASCs on the arms. V2s. Still flies good. I don't fly it much because it's a 4S, got 4S motors on it, and I'm stopped buying 4S batteries, so. But yeah, maybe I'll update it. I always like the Rooster. Woo! Yeah, I didn't see most of that stuff. I was just flying straight. If you're running the stock antenna on the DX6, I think the jumper will be pretty comparable. You start adding higher gain antennas, and I think that's where it falls a little flat, maybe. I really don't know how the higher gain antennas affect the module and the signal, but I definitely get better range with a higher gain antenna on the DX6. And I think on the jumper as well, it's just not quite as noticeable.
Yeah, even with the shorter antenna on this radio, I went all the way past the trail, down the trail, spun around. No, not a glitch, nothing. I could have gone further. The video, I popped up way down there where the trail turns and goes that way. I popped up and the video got really shitty, but not a signal that I was losing signal, nothing. Yeah, sometimes it'll glitch a little and it'll catch it and it'll glitch and you can tell, but no, I got nothing. So, not as good. The jumper's not as good as the regular DSMX module, but it's pretty good.
Compromise.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll probably just keep bringing both radios out here because I really like the feel of my Spektrum. I can't get the same feel out of the jumper yet.
A lot different when you change radios.
Yeah, the sticks feel different. These are a little bit wider apart, and they're a little higher. Even those are all the way up. I need new stick ends because I can't get those as high.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just takes getting used to.